I'm Emilia from the Menstrual Cramps. You can see us play on the 5th and the 6th of September at LOUD WOMEN Festival in Bristol and London. We can't wait. Hello, I'm Emilia from the Menstrual Cramps. You can see us play on.
Would you like to tell us a bit about your new single, Kiss on the Pitch? And, you kind of into footballers, or is this just like into football in general? It's the main principle of the song.
Yeah, Kiss on the Pitch is our new single. Basically, I was like, had the idea of in the last Women's Euros when I was at our local pub, The Plough, watching it. And I was like, I have to write a song about like women's football. Like, I love football as a whole. Like, I grew up going to football matches like every weekend. I had a season ticket to Bristol City. I played football as a kid. And then I worked in like a five-a-side football centre when I was like a teenager. So football's always been a big part of my life. And then I had the idea the last Women's Euros, when obviously England won. And then I sort of forgot about it for a few years. And then in March, I was like, it's the Women's Euros again. Like, we have to write this song. And then it was like 1 a.m. and I was like voice noting my band, like, and I had a really sore throat. And I was like, hello, everybody. I've got a new song. This is the voice note. This is the lyrics. Let's start working on it now. And then it's just like a celebration of women's football and like, myself growing up in that sort of like working class culture of like going to football matches was like a big thing. Where I'm from in Bristol and the rivalries of the teams and stuff. And I do definitely fancy women footballers and would love to be a wag. I can't be a footballer anymore, and I am now a singer, so I just feel like I would be the perfect wag.
I know the offside rule. Yeah, I played it in school. I look great.
And would you say there's any more new music releases on the horizon? You've got any more ideas or?
Nothing like solid at the moment. I have like loads and loads of like notes apps and lyrics and ideas, and there are like a couple of songs that are like kind of fully written, but we're still like fleshing them out. And we've got new members in the band, so then that changes as well with like their input and like their style of playing and things we can change. So at the moment we're just put that one out and we're focusing on gigging, and then when we have a bit more time we can like flesh these things out and then like hopefully make a proper release plan. Obviously this one, Kiss on the Pitch, was like extremely timed for the start of the Women's Euros, but apart from that it's like we're just fleshing things out at the moment. But hopefully at some point.
With you, kiss on the pitch, kiss on the pitch, kiss on the pitch. I'm happy to switch. Kiss on the pitch, kiss on the pitch, kiss on the pitch. I'm happy to switch.
See, you were playing both LOUD Women Festival in London and your first ever LOUD Festival in Bristol. The day before. How did you first come about kind of knowing and finding out about the LOUD Women organisation?
Well, LOUD Women put Menstrual Cramps on for our first ever gig when we were not even a band.
Wow.
There was two of us, me and the original guitarist. We started the band and it was just like an online thing, like for our friends, and and then LOUD Women, and I think it was Who Run the World, they got in touch with us and they booked us for International Women's Day gig in 2017, and we were like, yes, of course we'll play your gig. And then we were like, I think we need to find some bandmates now and actually be a band. And we'd never even done a band practice before we got booked. So this is like, when LOUD Women say they support new and upcoming bands, they literally do. Like, we wouldn't exist if LOUD Women didn't book us for a gig, because we weren't a band properly. So yeah, we've played loads of Loud Women gigs since then. We've played Loud Women Festival before, and we're super excited. Obviously, you know, there's going to be one in Bristol now as well. It's our hometown, with Punker, who we also play loads of gigs with, and Stu's one of my close friends. So yeah, I'm really excited. And like Loud Women's obviously like expanded loads since, you know, they first booked us in 2017. So yeah, it's just really amazing to see all the work that they've done, and for us to like for Loud Women to be such a massive part of our story and journey as well. Like it's just lovely.
Yeah, no, that's great. And is there any more sort of news from the menstrual cramps that you'd like us to know about, or kind of just going with the flow?
Yeah, just going with the flow at the moment. So we have like some gigs booked. So obviously summer season is quite busy. So we're playing um we're playing in August with a band called the Menstrual Tramps, who are from America, and they're doing a UK tour. And we were like, obviously, we have to play together. And Menstrual Tramps and the Menstrual Cramps has to be done. We're playing a few festivals. So we're playing like Green Gathering Festival. We're playing Boomtown. We're playing Burn It Down Festival, which we're really looking forward to, because that's more like a heavier hardcore festival, which we just love all the bands on anyway. So if we weren't playing, we'd be trying to get tickets and go. Um, and then yeah, and then the Loud Women, and then who knows? Who knows? We might have some other things that we can't say at the moment coming up. Exciting stuff.